welcome to another episode. I know it's been a minute, but I'm very excited. I have an interesting guest. Guest, say hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy Nelima, the big sister.
Yeah, Nancy is my elder sister. Sijui kama unataka kusema miaka. She's just older by a few years.
Yeah, there was a time I was not conscious at all. But now, it kind of starting to bite, but it doesn't hurt when you look amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm so excited. This is just like a fun episode. I know it's a while since I did something, but I'm happy I'm doing it with you. So it's just going to be an interesting episode. A few questions just to get to know each other a little bit.
Okay.
Gauge how much you know me. And then in the end, we'll have like a quick fire. Because I know you're very competitive.
Oh, I try not to be. And was I supposed to say what I do? Oh, that's not necessary. That's not relevant.
Yeah, you can. You can introduce yourself.
Okay, so let's just take that back again. I am Nancy Lelimer. I cannot say my age, but I am a journalist by profession. But I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. And I love my family so much. And today I'm here as a guest here on Step by Step podcast. And I'm so happy just to share the bond that we have with my small sister here. And you don't have a small sister. But she's she's the only small sister that I have.
My last born.
She's the last one, yeah. And I'm a second last one. So we'll be able just to find out how tight we are, how well do we know each other, and what our plans are for the future.
Yeah. So we'll be picking questions randomly. We have 15 questions.
Okay.
So we'll see. I hope time allows for us to go through all of them. So we'll just pick them randomly in turns, and then I'll answer.
Right.
You answer, then we see. So now, because you're the guest, I'll give you the honor of going first.
So if I pick it, you're the one who answers.
Yeah, I'll answer first, and then you'll tell me whether the answer is right.
Okay. You know the kind of pressure that I had when I was coming here. And I'm like, am I going to be the most fun guest on this show?
Yeah.
You see, they're quite competitive. You just want to, you're always just thinking.
Yeah, and considering you're a media girl,
Yeah.
I hope you'll be as real as... You're not acting.
Are the cameras on?
There are cameras, but... yeah.
Okay, so who is my favorite wrestler growing up?
That's an interesting one.
Oh God, wrestle. Them days.
Yeah, we used to watch. So I don't even know if you remember yours, but I'd say which I think was yours. Edge. Edge, Shawn Michaels at some point.
That was Amos.
Usi change.
No, I'm not changing.
I think Edge or Shawn Michaels, that's what I'd say.
Okay, mommy, we used to have two main wrestlers.
Yeah.
So you were either on this side or on the other side.
Okay, that's Kitambo. The Rock versus Stone Cold.
Stone
Stone Cold.
Has to be Stone Cold. I love that guy.
But when we were watching wrestling a lot, I feel like there was a time Raw, when you were in primary, like Raw, many episodes were John Cena versus Edge, and I feel like Sir John Cena was my best, so you are always on the other side. Yeah. So
and we recently watched an Edge movie.
A movie, yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah, perfect height and
so
everything.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold has to be my all-time favorite. I mean,
Okay, but see, Stone Cold is maybe a goat, but Edge is somewhere.
Stone Cold is the goat.
Yeah. For me, John Cena. Yeah, so second question, let's see. If my wardrobe had only one color, what would it be?
Oh.
I guess that just means what's my favorite color.
Your favorite color. But you have like a favorite color for many things.
If my wardrobe had only one color, what would it be?
I think I'd go with I think you say you pop better with an orange.
Okay.
It is an orange.
Sadly, no. My favorite color.
What's your favorite color? Oh, there's your favorite color, and then there's your favorite color for when people
different
see you.
Things, yeah. But like I feel like people who know me, whether it's family, friends,
I'm family.
if you ask them, yeah, my favorite
And
color, there's a color that comes to mind.
Blue.
And it's not orange. Blue.
But according to the eyes of the society, you pop better in orange.
Orange. I like maroon. I think they go well with my skin tone and complexion. But I think blue is flexible. Like for work clothes, if it's a shirt or a blouse also wearing suits a lot. I think blue is an
Yeah,
easy
and
color
yeah, of
to
course,
work
and you're the
with.
suit girl, so
Yeah. For you, I don't know if you have a favorite color, but I know you're a lot into black and white.
yeah, I'm a neutral girl.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I like a pop of no,
Color.
yeah,
But you're
Red.
more black and white.
yeah, more black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really just also just describes the kind of person that I am, because I feel like I'm a blend, a delicate balance. So where white ends and black begins,
Yeah.
that's where I am. So it's me next.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is someone I look up to?
For you. Hey. I think when I hear the questions, I think of myself first.
Who is someone I look up to?
This one will just be a guess, though an informed guess.
Okay.
I think profession-wise, Oprah. You like Oprah. And I think I'm blank.
I like
think
Oprah. I like Oprah slash.
Oh, I know. Tamron Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Tamron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now she's rocking the undercut. Yeah, and I have an undercut under here.
And she's an amazing journalist as well.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
And one thing about our profession is that now the media is
Yeah.
growing. There are many people. There are podcasters like you. There are many bloggers
Yeah.
and stuff. So sometimes, no hard feelings,
Yeah.
but I feel like some professionalism lacks a lot of times. So when I see a good journalist out there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, and you're being professional and you're doing it well,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Because it has been taken over by so many people,
Yeah.
some of which are not as professional. So
Yeah.
love it, Tamron. And is it just professionally we're talking about?
Yeah. No, just generally.
Okay, but that's true.
That's true.
Because I'd have to think some more. Anyway.
Okay. Next question. Which is my favorite body part? And what don't I love so much about my body?
Your favorite body part
Yes.
has to be... You keep talking about it.
What is it if I keep talking about it?
Neckline?
What is that? Okay, yeah. Though my neckline is bomb, but
But your legs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Legs don't have competition.
And then your legs are like, they're not the skinny legs, they're not the big legs. They're just somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I love my legs the most. And legs women. What's the name? Makuna jina ya biology. Not the foot, not the thighs.
Yeah.
The leg.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
that's my
understand.
favorite. Yeah. At some point, it used to be boobs. But, so, maybe neckline is the kati of that. But, yeah. Legs. What don't I love so much? That's the second part of the question.
What don't you love so
Maybe
much?
my least favorite part.
You know, that's... No, that's a trick question. Because sometimes you can spook someone's insecurities. But that's why the question is written, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think...
And it's not what you think. Maybe you think my nose is not good, but that's not the question. It's me, like, which is favorite to me
Yeah.
and which is not so favorite for me.
What is a favorite for you?
Yeah.
Oh God.
You can't think of anything.
Maybe your ears are small.
I think I have Nini. It's not like a major thing.
Yeah.
Hyperpigmentation. But it's something that I
Okay,
might
if I
be
guessed
a little,
long enough, I would have got
I'm a
it.
little bit conscious about,
Okay.
like maybe some areas are darker, some lighter. So maybe that's something.
Nothing
Maybe
money
something-
can't fix.
Maybe something that I also don't like so much, that when I gain weight, I get love handles more than tummy or what. So maybe like that's the ish that I'm not so into.
Okay.
Yeah. But you've tried at least legs. That's a winner.
Yeah, at least I know you for the last 20-some years. What career path did I want to pursue as a child?
I think you definitely had a doctor face that most people have.
Did
I didn't have a
Did
doctor
I?
face. I've never had a doctor face. But as a child, you had an air hostess face
Right.
when you thought it was glam and
Yeah.
I think doctor and air hostess come to mind. Maybe there's other things that you like, but now as an adult. But as a child, I'd say, or a model.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's definitely doctor, there's air hostess there somewhere. And now as a grown up, like in your 20 something,
Hey.
or is it whatever something?
Uh-huh.
I think you also fancy being a lawyer. It's something that you can see yourself doing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because I actually have a show on TV that is called Legally Speaking.
Yeah.
And when I was starting it, it was challenging me as well, just to know the Constitution more.
Yeah.
I know the Constitution is the law, so I'm falling in love with law
Yeah.
quite a bit. So, again, might just be your learned
Might
friend.
be coming for my job.
Yes.
Okay. The next question says,
Mm-hmm.
hey, mine are so personal and tough. What is something I would change about myself if I could?
Something you'd change about yourself.
Yeah. So I don't think this necessarily has to be physical. This is just
Yeah.
like generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like what you'd want to change, if it was possible, maybe stop overthinking.
Uh-huh.
I think highly stop overthinking. Because I think we've talked a lot about people who just live life, they wake up and do whatever they want without thinking through so much.
Yeah.
But then now you're the thinker. So life becomes way hard because you always have just to think and overthink and overthink. Am I close?
Yeah, it's a perfect answer. Definitely overthinking. I overthink everything, like the tiny little details, and more so when like I want to start a project or even just this podcast, for example.
So
you know,
maybe,
you overthink.
so maybe this has taken like 10 years.
Yeah, you know, it's something you've already thought about for a long while, but before you actualize it. So yeah, it's something I'd like to change because sometimes then you're in your mind a lot rather than actualizing or like doing what you want to do. So absolutely, that's something I'd like to change. Can just be easy and just if I decide to do
Yeah.
something, I do it.
Then you don't want to die with potential.
Yeah.
What good will that be?
Yeah, so overthinking.
Okay, my turn. Who is my favorite artist? Hey.
Yeah, so I think you might want to lie because you're a pastor's kid. But your favorite artist is Beyonce.
Undisputed.
Uh-huh.
Undisputed. Right.
Umekubali?
Yeah, and I feel like I need to explain
Yeah.
why. I know, fine, she is popular, everybody knows her,
Yeah.
but I feel like she represents a lot of things. She represents hard work. She represents just grit.
Yeah.
She represents beauty, calmness, culture,
Yeah.
the woman agenda, the black agenda. I feel like she's wholesome. So she is an inspiration, not
Okay.
just to me, for our community as black
Which is
people,
Which community?
as Africans.
Yeah.
So I like someone who inspires people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the hive would agree. How am I picking all the personal questions? What am I most afraid of?
You have like this thing where you fear
Trypophobia.
trypophobia. I'm trying to describe that thing.
Yeah, trypophobia,
I think-
yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Trypophobia. Something else that you fear. I think when your parents are unwell.
Ah, you're doing well. Because I had 3 in my mind. Like when I've read the question, I've thought of 3 things. Trypophobia, definitely. Like it's petty, but like sometimes it's so serious. Like if I see something like that, sometimes I might not sleep because I keep seeing those holes clustered in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate insects.
Like forever.
Yeah. And then the other one, maybe mine went a little deeper than you, is losing my parents. Just the thought of, you know, like my parents are not there, like I can't call or speak to them. So I think, yeah, unwell works because it's just, you know, just I want to be sure that my parents are okay all the time
Right.
and they're comfortable, they're happy. Yeah.
And obviously, I think that's something that also just gets me thinking a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
Till I'm like, maybe not overthink, just live in
Yeah.
the moment. Because, you know, loss is something that we can't really avoid.
Yeah.
I wish Adam and Eve did better. But here we are.
Yeah.
So we have to deal with this
It's
things.
a reality of life.
Yeah. So we just hope that we can cherish all the good moments these kind of moments
Yeah.
that we have, because we might not always have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, see what I'm doing? I'm picking from bottom up.
You're picking
This helps
the
me pick
easier-
nice questions.
Yeah.
What is my favorite subject in high school?
That's easy. That's a breeze. Languages have always been your thing. So English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
English, Kiswahili.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved languages, and I feel like I have potential to learn languages easier. I've just not decided to. But I feel like languages come easier for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know mine
Your favorite subject?
in high school?
Was it business?
Yeah. Business studies.
You're like an open book.
Yeah. This one is interesting. Am I a liberal or conservative? Explain.
Where? 20 marks? Hey. Okay, I'd say you're more liberal.
I'm more liberal.
You're more liberal than anything else. I think you're like 70% liberal.
Uh-huh.
But there's some,
Aspects about
that are a bit conservative. But you're largely
me. Liberal.
a liberal person. I don't know if it's because also of your career. Now, being a lawyer, you have to put up a case for someone who stabbed someone.
You have to have an open
A
mind.
very open mind. So I feel like, yeah, you're largely a liberal, though conservative just to some little extent.
A tiny little bit.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you can't do a bikini photo shoot like me. But I see,
Yeah.
very minor things. So you're largely a liberal person.
That's interesting. I feel like since you understand yourself and, like what you believe in and what you stand for as an adult, I feel like growing into adulthood, I was very liberal, very open-minded, which I think I'm still But I don't like titles so much. So maybe, because maybe I'm not. Yeah.
Talking about the Gen Zs and the Alphas.
Yeah,
no titles.
because maybe I wouldn't say I'm liberal, neither conservative. I also don't want to say I'm a centrist, but I feel like I was liberal. I'm liberal in a lot of things, like human rights, absolutely. I'm passionate about human rights, democracy. Those are things I'm passionate about. But also, the older I'm growing, I feel like I'm also settling into a lot of conservative ideals.
I think you
I'm
understand,
starting to
our parents more.
Yeah, you start to understand why like conservatives think the way they do. So I'd say I'm a blend of both without giving it a title. I'm very passionate about social issues, rights, individual rights, and things like that. But I'm also conservative in a lot of things. Maybe things like family structure, what I desire, I just came to discover like I just want a good family or what, So I think a blend of both, I would say.
Okay. Who's supposed to pick?
It's me. So you have answered your liberal question.
Oh.
Yeah. The next question says, if money were not an object, what would I devote my time to?
Wow.
So I think in short, what am I passionate about? That like if money was not a problem, I didn't have to work to get money.
If you're
I'd spend my time doing that thing.
Yeah, and I think also you pass for the people who are, money is not everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pass for those kind of people. Yeah, not many people are like that.
Yeah, even before I get to that big money.
Yeah, I can already tell.
Yeah.
That you're not the, because you're not the spendthrift. You're not the kind of girl who's just sleeping and thinking of a good wig. So
Yeah, I'm very simple.
yeah. So if money was something that you devote your time to,
Yeah.
you'd give it. Maybe raising your family.
Raising my family.
Maybe raising your
I'm
family.
conservative, but not like I want to do family
Not like you want to be
24/7.
Amish.
Yeah.
Okay. So something else would be maybe to impact lives, change lives, maybe through your job, or like help young girls. So something in line with human rights, just trying to help.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that to a large extent. For human rights, of course, is a great passion for me. But I'd also, there's something I wanted you to say that you haven't said. Mental health awareness.
Oh,
I feel like
you
right
just said
now-
raise your family.
But yeah, definitely. impacting people is what I hope to do. Like, if people won't remember me or whatever, but at least like if I left people feeling better about themselves, about what they do, about like what they're doing in their community, that gives me a lot of joy. So definitely impacting people. But for now, I'd say mental health awareness is the number one thing. Then women empowerment, definitely that's something that has always been close to my heart and I'd always do. But then I feel also maybe taking it back to when we were talking about liberal versus conservative.
Right.
I think I was also very conscious about identity politics. It's not that I'm still not conscious about them, but about it, but I feel it's a bit less. Like I feel like I identify with, for example, who I am as a person
Right.
mentally than me being a woman in the world, So women empowerment, I'm still passionate about those things, representing minorities, but I feel like I'm more into mental health awareness and wellness.
Right.
Yeah.
So I get to pick? Okay. What is a trait in me that you admire? Don't say everything.
A trait in you that I admire. I think what comes to mind, like without thinking about it too much, is I think
Honesty, please.
yeah, of course, sitaku nice. I think like resilience, just being a go-getter, I deserve, by the way, what is it called? Like not a royalty. What would you call it? Like I deserve some payment. Because I've helped you chase your dreams by helping you record videos
the
and
auditions.
photos for auditions.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I think just that spirit, like that go-getter spirit, like, a lot of drive to become what you want to become.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would say. That drive and that resilience.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sweet. If I was a Kardashian, I'd cry.
But you're not. You're
Yeah.
an African. What is my biggest talent?
Whoa. Your biggest talent?
Yeah. So you can say what you think or what you think I think, but like, what is my biggest talent?
I think perhaps it's in line with what you do, in line with your...
I've not forced you to go anywhere, but yeah, if you think it's in line with what I do,
In line with what you do, I feel like just articulating issues. Yeah, and then just being a voice. That's what I'd go for.
being a voice. Okay. I agree to an extent, though I think growing up, my biggest talent, see, swali my biggest talent was writing.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, so I still love writing. I haven't maybe done it in a while, like seriously writing or stuff like that. But I love writing, and I think it's something that comes to me naturally. So initially, writing for me was that what you're saying, like how you'd articulate the things you want to share
Right.
or the things you want to voice. So it's the same thing. While I might not necessarily write, even having a platform like this or conversations, it's the same thing. Just having a platform where you can articulate issues. So you're somewhat right, but I'd say writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do the... If I was not a journalist, I would be
I think that we've spoken to a little. So I think you fancy being an advocate. Though I don't know if you're ready to go back to school. Start undergrad, go to KSL. Yeah. So I think, I'd say advocate. And I also think there's always some semblance there. You'd find like journalism and law, people
Yeah.
having sort of similar interests and passions. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I would also...
Or I think of something else, maybe a therapist or a counselor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I loved psychology. When I was doing my undergraduate communications,
Yeah.
so I did a lot of electives from psychology. And then in the end, I was like, I wish I did 2 majors.
Yeah.
So I do communication and do psychology, because I fell in love with when we did of course the whole introduction, but
Yeah.
especially human sexuality, just to understand. Once you get out of that class, then you
Yeah.
understand how people think. You appreciate everyone. You just get out of that high horse
Yeah.
where you judge people a lot. So psychology, it's beautiful.
And I think you're copying me. I'm copying you. Because if we have like
Oh.
journalism, law, counseling, you see, I feel like we have very similar.
And I think that is to the exposure, what you're exposed to
Yeah.
is what you like. So I feel like I felt like it was really beautiful just to know that, to know how you can help people, to know how the human mind thinks, why people do what they do. You see things from that perspective and not just, oh, it's a bad person. That's
Yeah.
an easy person. That's a broader perspective.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Yeah, the last one before the quick fire. This is interesting. I don't even know if I have an answer to it myself. Where is my ideal travel or holiday destination?
I'm thinking of mine.
Yeah,
instead of yours.
I know yours before mine. Where is my ideal travel or holiday destination?
Bali. Okay, when you watch a lot of Kardashians.
Yeah, I know yours. Mykonos, Santorini.
Yeah, Santorini.
Greece is your thing. I also like Greece. Like, it's beautiful. When you see the blue, the white, the water, it's amazing. But I think I loved Eat, Pray, Love. Watching it.
Italia.
Yeah. So there's something about like the old cities, the vibe that you see when you see
Yeah.
places like Rome, you know, such old cities. So I think I dig that, but I also dig the Greece vibe. That beach like feeling. Yeah. Like, I've also even seen people just going like to Seychelles. Like, there's places that are really beautiful. So I think a place that has a beach and some clean, nice waters, and also now that old city vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't forget, there's so many places we've not explored in this country.
Yeah, definitely.
Already.
Of course, I am not well traveled. That I will admit. Yeah, I feel like I've just been to the major cities.
The kind of one used to be like, what do you like doing? I like traveling.
But you don't travel.
But imagine,
yeah, but
it's
it
a
can be
thing. Like,
yeah.
you can love to travel, but you don't really travel.
You don't have the opportunity. But I agree with you, because traveling is amazing.
Yeah.
I've traveled maybe quite a bit here. What I like about traveling is, especially when you travel on road, then you get to a place. For example, if you're just going to Kisumu or Eldoret, just somewhere here, but then you stop in the middle of the road somewhere, like a place you don't even know what the name is, but like people have a life, you know. There's like a center, people are going to work, whether it's fetching firewood, like there is life in a place that you didn't
just
even know
beautiful to
existed.
see.
Yeah, so it opens your mind. Like, yeah, traveling is amazing.
Yeah, to more traveling. Within and without.
Yeah, and kwanza I hope sana sana for my honeymoon. I look forward. Like, when I think of kina Mykonos and Santorini,
Yeah.
I think honeymoon, you know, such intimate travels.
Okay, now that the papers are done, what was next planned for this show?
Yeah, so we're supposed to do a quick fire.
Okay.
So we'll pick. There are two options here. So I don't know which is which, but you'll pick, and then the one you pick,
Okay.
I'll answer, and then the other one you'll answer. But now, because here in a story mingi, you won't get a chance to explain or all those things.
Do I love to explain?
So when you ask, we'll both write the answer.
Do you have pens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back. This is the Step by Step podcast. Nancy Dalima here, and the owner of the podcast, Karen Wahungu. And now this is a quick fire session.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very quick.
And competitive, because we love competition.
Okay, let's go. Number one. So how is it going again? Just explain kwa wapenzi watazamaji kama bado hawajaelewa.
You'll ask the question. This one is not open-ended,
Okay.
like the first time. So you ask the question. I write down my response. You write yours. So by the time I'm saying the response, we compare and see whether you got it. So no discussion. Just
So as you write, I write.
yes.
Okay. So would I rather